Welcome to Praying Through the Bible, number 16, Genesis 28:10 through 22, a prayer of hostage taking. Are we holding ourselves hostage? A hostage is someone held captive only to be released if certain demands are met. What if our demands are our prayers? If God meets our demands, then we will release ourselves to the authorities, God. Or is it the other way around? God is our hostage. What a strange thought. Jacob's ladder is possibly the most amazing, unique, and enigmatic scenes in the Bible. Paul is caught up to the third heaven, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, and here the third heaven is brought down to Jacob. More amazing than the dream is Jacob is the patriarch receiving the dream. Why not Abraham? Why not Isaac? What we have here is Jacob, the liar, cheater, traitor, sinning against family, and all of this in the name of the Lord. Genesis 27, verse 20. No wonder later God issued the third of the 10 commands, do not take my name in vain, Exodus 27. Why does Jacob get this blessing of a dream? I opine it's because he is a liar, cheater, and traitor. Graciously, God begins where Abraham's grandson is. God begins with what Jacob needs. Amazing grace. The Lord stands above the ladder, applying the land and nation and seed promises to Jacob, chapter 28, 13 through 15. God makes the promises especially apply and directly apply to Jacob. That's one of the secrets to a successful Christian life. Make God's promises ours. Now, I'm not getting into that false doctrine of name it and claim it. This is claiming everything that is a blessing through Jesus in his name. Through Jesus, the east, west, north, and south will be blessed. Genesis 28:14. If we were Jacob and had sinned Jacob's sins, what would we expect God to say in this dream? Jacob, you blew it. I planned on using you in my purpose of blessing all the nations, but because you're such a deceiving, sanctimonious crook, you're forcing me to change my plan. I can't use someone like you. That doesn't happen. Unexplained, God doesn't utter a word about Jacob's failures. God's not pretending or overlooking sin. I don't think Jacob is ready to hear and accept his failures. God assures Jacob's future, promising he won't leave him until he's done everything he's promised. Chapter 28, verse 15. Not leaving. That's exactly the opposite of what Jacob has just done to his family. Jacob thinks the way of blessing is through manipulation and scheming. That's chapter 27. But God freely gives him everything while he's asleep. Grace does that. And then Jacob takes a hostage himself. Or is it God? In his prayerful vow, he lists his demands already promised. If God will be with me and watch over me on this journey, if he provides me with food to eat and clothing to wear, and if I return safely to my father's house, then the Lord will be my God, and I will give you a tenth of all you give me. Chapter 28, 20 through 22. Sometimes if means since. Here, I believe a lying, cheating, and traitorous patriarch means if and only if. Incredibly, God pays the ransom. And Jacob doesn't even know that through Jacob, God pays an even greater ransom. The seed promise, chapter 28, verse 14. Jesus. Here's our prayer challenge. Have we taken ourselves hostage, or possibly God, to be freed only if God meets our demands? That's how many fall captive, suffering from unanswered, pained prayers. We need to focus on how undeserving we are to be used by God in His plan as servants and to be used as a blessing to others. We need to recognize that we receive something greater than a heavenly dream. We have Jesus on the cross, in the tomb, out of death, up to the third heaven, so that we can too, and not just in a dream. Now live free and pray free. Start praying. That's Praying Through the Bible number 16, Genesis 28:20 or 10 through 22. If this has been a blessing to you, please share. Thank you.